What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. Back in Chinatown. I'm excited. Are you excited? You should be excited because Chinatown is getting a big upgrade. This hotel is looking real cool. I'm liking the way this hotel is turning out, guys. You know, it's one of those times when I really didn't envision it turning out like this, but you know, I just let it organically grow and evolve, and this is what it's become, and I'm really loving it, right? You know, remember the last hotel was just like a rectangle block. You know, it was a big box is what it was. But this hotel has character. It's got style. It's got panache. And that's what we're looking for on this Desolation map. We're looking for style and panache in all our builds. And yeah, I know a lot of you said it was looking a little bit too red in here. Well, it's Chinese, okay? But I am going to do something about that. You know, we could add some color in here that's not red. I did work on this off screen. I did a little office work. This is like the behind the scenes part of the hotel where the management is doing their desk work. So yeah, I did the desk area. So I didn't do too much in here without you guys. I didn't want to, you know, work on this without you. So that's why I'm bringing you in on this today. We're going to get as much of this lobby done as we possibly can. I don't know if I'm going to finish this lobby. I don't know. Something's missing from this lobby, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Okay, and if you guys could tell me, I would love to know what is missing from this lobby. Maybe wait till the end of the video, because I'm going to be adding a lot of stuff in this video. I'm going to be adding like a piano, a lot of seating. I'm also going to discover a secret area that I'm not really... I sort of know what to do with the secret area, but if you guys have any ideas for what like hidden thing we can have in this hotel, then I'm all ears. What would go in this hotel? What evil deeds are going on in this hotel? I don't know. If you guys have ideas, share them in the comment section. Right. All right. Today's Monday, and you guys know what Monday means. We're building in fast forward motion. We're going as fast as we can, and we're talking about a creative question of the week. That's right, guys. You guys leave questions in the comment section below, asking your questions, and I do my best to pick a good one and answer them. So now is the time in the video when you're going to think of a question to ask me for next week, because I'll look in this video and I'll find a question for next week. So put a question in the comment section below. You already know what to do. CQOTW. And then a question. It could be about anything, guys. Oh, I love this part of the series. It's so fun. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Be sure to leave your appreciation, leave your likes and shares on this video as well, so that other people can see. It's not just us here. We want the world to see this sort of thing, right? Okay. Today's creative question of the week comes to us from Crazy Ryan. He says, would you eat meat if it was more humane and more fresh? Dope boy fresh. Thank you, Crazy Ryan, for that question. Crazy Ryan knows that I am a vegan, at least most of the time. Once in a wee little while, I'll eat some cheese if there's no way around it. But yeah, I'm essentially vegan, so that's why he's asking me the question, would I eat meat if it was humane and or fresh? Okay, before I get into this question, I want to tell you guys that this is merely my opinions. Now, I mean, there's a part of me that wants you to change your opinions, but that's not the intent, okay? I just want to share my opinions, and if you think it's a good idea, then maybe you can look into it further, right? That's my goal. So yes, I do want to change your mind, but that's not my goal, and I don't expect to change your mind about your diet, which is something that you've been taught since you were born. You know, you think about it, our parents teach us what our diet is. They teach us what food is. And, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, obesity is genetic, right? It's in the genes. And that's why fat people have fat kids. No, it's not in the genes. It's in learned behavior. A fat parent teaches their child poor eating habits. And they adopt those eating habits for the rest of their life because that's what they were taught. And the things you're taught as a child stick with you forever. And you think that they're true. So, you know, these obese families breed obese kids because they're feeding them junk food and they're not teaching them healthy eating habits. And it's not in the genes. Give me a break. Anyway, I diverge. I'm diverging. Sorry. What I'm trying to say here is I don't eat meat for several reasons. But one of the reasons is because I don't believe animals are food. I used to believe they were food. I was raised to believe they were food. Society makes you think that they're food, but animals are not food. They would be food if you were living in a world without plants, then yes, animals would be food. I know I've talked about this in past creative questions of the week, but I'm going to bring a new spin on this. So stick with me here for a second if you've seen the last one. Animals are not food because they were put here with a purpose. They're living, breathing, thinking, emotional beings. And they came to this planet to learn a lesson, to experience life. And who are you to deprive them of that? Okay, yes, you have to survive. I understand that. I understand completely. You gotta survive. That's the way life works, is you gotta kill something in order to gain sustenance, right? That's just the way it's all set up. But you have a choice in what you kill. You can kill this plant, which is, as far as we know, non-sentient. It doesn't have emotions. I mean, maybe it does, but we really can't understand it. But we know animals have emotions. We know they have feelings. We know that they want to live, okay? So as long as plants are on this planet, why are you eating animals? You don't have to. Think about that. You don't have to eat them. That's just society that's told you that you do. I live just fine. I get plenty of protein, maybe too much protein from my diet. And I don't eat any animals. No animal has to die because of me. So I want you to think about something here for a second. Imagine that the tables were turned. Okay? Imagine you were living on this planet as a human being, but there was a more intelligent, stronger race of animal. They were sentient and they were intelligent and they were stronger than us. Now imagine that these animals, we'll call them the snarflocks, okay? Imagine the snarflocks choose to eat human beings. How would you feel about that? Would you say, Snarflocks, wait a second, there's cows, there's pigs, there's plants, all of these things can sustain you, Snarflock, so why are you eating humans? Right? You go to school with your brother, you're walking your brother to school, and a Snarflock comes along and just grabs your brother by the head and bites its head off, right? And you're like, Snarflock, no, that's my brother. And the Snarflock says, no, it's food. And you say, Snarflock, why don't you eat that celery stick over there? It will sustain you. You don't have to eat my poor brother. He was just going to school. He was going to have a great life ahead of him, and you just ate him? Why? And the Snarflock says, well, it tastes like bacon. It's delicious. Of course I'm going to eat your brother. And you're like, Snarflock, but isn't that kind of like you being mean? Isn't that you like not caring about living things? And the Snarflock says, yeah, but he tastes good. In this scenario, you are the Snarflock and your brother is the pig. The pigs on this planet, the cows, the chickens. They have feelings. They want to live. They want to experience life. And you come along and bite their head off just because they taste like bacon. There's tomatoes. There's zucchinis. There's corn. There's nuts. Why do you have to eat? Why do you have to bite the head off a living being who has emotions and feelings and aspirations? It doesn't make any sense. It's backwards. It's backwards. So a lot of people, especially in like the spiritual community, a lot of people will eat animals if they're killed in a humane way. They're like, oh, it was a happy animal. It lived on a happy farm, and it was killed in a very humane way. So it's okay to eat it, right? Okay, let's go back to our story. Imagine the Snarflock comes along, grabs your brother, and gives him a sleeping potion so that he goes to sleep, and then he bites his head off. And you say, Snarflock, why did you eat my brother? Why did you bite my brother's head off? And then Snarflock would say, well, he didn't feel any pain, so it's okay. You guys got to think about what you're doing here. You all have an impact on this planet. You have a huge impact on this planet as far as being the most... you're the Snarflock, okay? You're the apex predator. Only you're not in a survival situation. You have everything you need. You're no longer in the woods. You're not a caveman, okay? We ate meat as cavemen because we had to. We didn't know about farming back then, okay? But we've kept that. We've kept that because we like the taste of it. We've kept that horrible, evil. It's evil. We've kept that evil mentality with us throughout our whole life as a species. And it's sustained because we like the taste now. We only do it for the flavor. That's evil. You're killing living, thinking, feeling beings. You're a snarflock biting the heads off little brothers and sisters. There's no humane way to kill. How are you going to kill something humanely? It doesn't make any sense. Imagine, like I said, imagine the shoes on the other foot. If you had to die, if you were going to be eaten, would you care if you're going to be killed in a humane way? I think the issue is you're going to die. Right? That's the issue. You don't care how. You do care how if it has to happen, but it doesn't have to happen. I know you guys are programmed by society. We're all programmed by society. Every single one of us. And society has told us many different things that are true. And I'm here to tell you guys, one of the things that society has lied about, one of the things that isn't true, is that animals are food. Animals are not food. Yes, your body can eat them, but that's only because we've been doing it for so long. Right? Cavemen would take whatever mate they wanted. Right? Essentially, they're just rape people. Does that make it right? Why is that caveman procedure, that caveman technique, accepted or not accepted, but eating animals is? I wonder about that. So there's a whole bunch of reasons for not eating animals, but I think the main one is, who are you to decide who lives and who dies? You're not God. Why are you killing sentient beings for your sustenance when there's a possibility of living without doing that? And it's not just a possibility, it's a certainty. You can live without killing animals. You can live very happily. I don't miss the taste of animal anymore because I associate that taste with the death of a living being who wanted to live. I don't miss that flavor. Trust me. That's a disgusting flavor. It's an evil flavor. And it's not a flavor I need in my life. I don't need that on my conscience. I don't need that on my karma. Right? If you believe in karma, then you're going to be paid for every single hamburger you ate. You're going to pay for it if you believe in karma. Because that animal didn't have to die. The animal wanted to live. And you snuffed it out. You killed it because you wanted to have the flavor. I think it's 66 billion animals a year are murdered in the world for food. 66 billion. Think about that number. Can you even wrap your head around that number? And I don't even want to, in this video, I'm not trying to get into all the reasons not to eat meat. I just wanted to focus on that one. The focus on there's so many different reasons. I could go on for hours about why you shouldn't eat meat. But today I just want to focus on that one reason. There's no humane way to kill an animal. You're killing it. All right? The animal's not concerned with, he murdered me with in a very nice way. No, the animal's saying, he murdered me. Why? It didn't have to be this way. You didn't have to. You could have, Snarflock, you could have just ate a plant. And of course, plants are also beings. They're also living. And, it's hypocritical to think that, a plant doesn't want to live as well. But the plants are not on the same level as animals, guys. They're just not. And you can't argue that. Plants, look at your dog. Do you see emotion in there? Do you see a soul in your dog? Or do you see food? Why do you think it's different with cows and pigs and chickens? Think about that. Society has brainwashed you. They've programmed you into doing something evil. It's evil is what it is. Anyway, that's just my opinions on it. Again, I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want you guys to think about what you're doing. Just think about it. That's all I'm asking from this video. That's all I'm asking from any of these Creative Question of the Week videos. Think about what you're doing and really analyze, because society lies to us. It's a form of control, right? They control us. If they can control what we eat, they can control our behavior, because you are what you eat. And if you're eating massacred animals, you're going to act like a bunch of animals. Exactly. Think about that. You are what you eat. And if you eat animals, you're going to act like an animal. So I think if you want a more peaceful, a happier, more symbiotic existence, then eat plants. Because plants are happy. They're in symbiosis with nature. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I want to thank Ryan for that question. I really do appreciate it. I want to thank everyone who put a creative question of the week last week and this week. Keep them coming. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Put your comments in the comment section. We can start a discussion. All right, that's it for me, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.